Good evening and welcome. Before we open our virtual doors, we would like to acknowledge the land we are coming from tonight, the traditional territory of Toronto. As an organization based in Canada, the Stephen Lewis Foundation acknowledges that our presence here is a direct outcome of a settler colonial state, whose policies of expulsion from the land and cultural genocide continue to impact Indigenous communities today. The Truth and Reconciliation Commission's 94 calls to action reaffirms that the treaties with Indigenous peoples must be lawfully honored. We are all treaty peoples, and we are responsible for honoring and upholding those agreements. We at the Stephen Lewis Foundation are committed to the principles of social justice, equality, and solidarity with our community-based partners in sub-Saharan Africa. Consistent with those values, the SLF commits to a journey of ongoing learning, reflection, relationship building, and solidarity with Indigenous communities in Canada.
Thank you and welcome. My name is Patty Boo Boo, and I am thrilled to be your host for this very special evening. Our Bodies, Our Lives, Our Rights is part of a worldwide celebration of sexual and gender diversity, brought to you by the Stephen Lewis Foundation and our community-based partners in sub-Saharan Africa. Today is May 17th. It is not my birthday, but it is the International Day Against Homophobia, Biphobia and Transphobia, or IDAHOBIT, as everyone who knows it calls it. Since 2004, IDAHOBIT has marked a very important day in the lives of queer people all around the world. The date when, 30 years ago, the World Health Organization finally said homosexuality is not a mental disorder. But despite that milestone, queer communities still continue to fight for the right to live free from discrimination, stigma, violence, and poor lighting. IDAHOBIT was created to draw the world's attention to the rights of lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and intersex people, and all other people with diverse sexual orientations, gender identities, expressions, and sex characteristics. Tonight, we will celebrate those communities, and we will shine a light on the organizations in sub-Saharan Africa who work tirelessly. Their concealer is doing a lot of work to support the physical, psychological, and legal needs of the LGBTIQ people in the communities they serve. But that's not all. Throughout the next hour, you'll witness their talents, self-expression through performance and art. You will learn how these organizations create community, cultivate joy, and smash all the barriers holding them back. So sit back, relax, pour yourself a drink, dim the lights, and enjoy. And when you feel moved to give to their incredible work, there's an easy way. Our Partners in Pride initiative directly funds the organizations you'll see featured tonight. Please visit stephenlewisfoundation.org/IDAHOBIT to show your support. And come on, show your support. Now let's get started. Health Options for Young Men on HIV, AIDS, and STI is a male sex worker-led organization in Nairobi. They educate police officers, journalists, healthcare providers, your grandma, your aunt, your cousin, all about LGBTQI rights.
Our body, our life, our rights. Oh dear Kenya, allow me to be who I am. Allow me to be free, like a bird on the skies. Our body, our life, our rights. Allow me to be loved and loved. Allow me to seek medical services. Allow me to worship without being cursed. Our body, our life, our rights. I don't want to be reminded of who I should be, who they think I should be. Our body, our life, our rights. Protect me from stigma. Protect me from discrimination. Because this is who I am. This is who I am. Give me back my freedom, oh dear Kenya. Our body, our lives, our rights. Mwili yangu, chaguo langu. Our body, our lives, our rights. Happy IDAHOBIT.
Thank you so much for those gorgeous and vibrant performances. From Nairobi, Kenya, meet Ishtar. Ishtar is a community-based organization that advances the sexual health rights of men who have sex with men. They fight against stigma and discrimination and for the community's right to health.
Welcome, folks, to Ishta, a safe space for the community, and the community I mean the LGBT plus community and the GBMSL community, where community accesses services and a safe space and well-being for the Center for the Community. I will show you the client service charter, for example, the services we offer. So with the client service charter, we offer health education, and also we provide lubricants for the clients. We also provide HTS services. This is HIV testing services, STI screening where we do treatment, and also we offer clinical consultation with a clinician or a nurse who might be available, PrEP, PEP, and any other ALT services care, and also alcohol and drug abuse screening where we also have support group for people living with HIV, support group for sexual gender-based violence clients. So in brief, welcome to Ishta.
We all know that homosexuality is a taboo, it's a Christian, it's a religion in Africa. And so we find that our community, ourselves, a lot of discrimination, stigma, and also keep that out of our houses. And more so, when it comes to health, there's a lot of gap that people don't talk about gay men or men who have sex with men. So the organization came in for that gap because there was lack of information of men who have sex with men. You could not get that information. You could not know how to get the community themselves, and you could not even access the services to help.
In most cases, the LGBTQ community was and it is still facing a lot of stigma and discrimination in other clinics. So when they go to access services, it came with a lot of stigma, and most of them would end up getting worse services than they anticipated to get. The clinic also helps in solving mental issues, which is a key factor in the health of the LGBTQ community.
But over time, we realized that we need to look at the holistic approach, and we took up the angle of a wellness center. This has given us an opportunity to create avenues of understanding, tolerance, expression within our communities. And with that, we've seen and reached a number of over 7,000 community members with services. And we have exciting programs that run within the facility. Besides testing, people come here to relax, to meet friends, to engage, to also have activities that can build their own knowledge and understanding, and also just an opportunity for them to be who they are.
Challenges we face as peer educators when you are inviting somebody over for testing or to get services and you know they're sick, but they get on to ask you questions. For example, as a trans, they'll ask you, you're a woman, so what are you doing in Ishtar? Why Ishtar? So the questions become too much, so it becomes another level of sensitizing or telling people more about trans women and why we are here in Ishtar. For example, come to Ishtar because we don't get stigmatized or discriminated.
And that's why we're able to have this wellness center. So it's a clinic whereby, it's a wellness center whereby you can come, be yourself, come get treatment, come gossip, come have fun, come meet fellow queer men, queer people, and be yourself. So that's what we call Ishtar Wellness Center.
Thank you, Ishtar, for that wonderful introduction to your work and for powerfully advocating for the health of your community in Kenya. Ishtar is just one of the Stephen Lewis Foundation's 16 partners in sub-Saharan Africa, whose work supports the LGBTIQ individuals and communities, including sex workers. Bar Hostess Empowerment and Support Program advocates for the health and rights of female sex workers in Nairobi.
To you, dearest, do you have to make it obvious that I make you uncomfortable? Do you know the things that makes me rather comfortable? Those things that a right to life had to offer. A good laugh. To love the one I choose. The rose that loves me back. Strong coffee. Cheap whiskey. Staring on the ceiling. Lying on my back. Warm kisses. The dark sky full of stars. Memories of courage that made my scars, my body being free, breathing freedom. Do you know what makes me rather uncomfortable? Wet pains, her coming twice before a stain in my shirt, and you thinking that my choices are unworthy, calling them my youthful confusion, that you are worthy to make me rather uncomfortable. My body, my life, my rights. Our bodies, our life, our rights.
Yo.
Feel free, cause you're perfect, just the way you are. So free, feel free in your life, free with whom you are. Feel free, let nobody shun you, tell them who you are. So free, feel free in your life, free with whom you are.
Let's show love to our men. Let's give love to our men, to home safe. Let's give love from bottom. Let's show love to our tops. Let's come together, be each of us. Let's come out, life is so sweet. To our men,
feel free, cause you're perfect, just the way you are. So free, feel free in your life, free with whom you are. Feel free, let nobody shun you, tell them who you are. So free, feel free in your life, free with whom you are.
Ebu jamini jelewe mtu wangu, ulizaliwa jinsi ulivyo. Is your time to focus. No stress, no more stigma. You are perfect jinsi ulivyo. Usijifiche jamini mtu wangu. Jamini mtu wangu. Jamini mtu wangu.
Kamino kinyo hanaja solo janba. Gimana nyasaye muchwea hano nyola kuchu kamino kinyo hamorgo. Maisha na jarumba, maisha na tochandigango, maisha na hamorgo kakuchwea. No nyola kuchu jasola morgo. No nyola emsem hamorgo.
Feel free, cause you're perfect, just the way you are. So free, feel free in your life, free with whom you are. Feel free, let nobody shun you, tell them who you are. So free, feel free in your life, free with whom you are.
Blessed people, this is Team Mego representing Wagwan. Feel free, my people.
Now, let's meet some people expressing themselves through drawing. The Mamboleo Peer Empowerment Group is an LGBTIQ collective in Kenya. They address political injustices and advocate for sexual reproductive health rights. The Bridge Initiative organization in Tanzania was formed by LGBTIQ youth in Zanzibar. Meet Awad, a queer entrepreneur and business owner in Tanzania.
Proud to be myself and do all things by my hands. And that whatever you see right here, it's handmade by me. And actually, I want to show you more of my business, which I'm doing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Awad. Your shop is gorgeous. I'll be by soon. I could use a trim. From the earliest days of the HIV pandemic, young people have used theater to raise awareness. Community theater groups perform plays, or dramas as they're called, to help spread information about HIV transmission and treatment. They humanize people living with HIV, all while entertaining. And I love entertaining. SLF partner Rainbow Sunrise Mamboleo in the Democratic Republic of the Congo has chosen this historic medium to bring you their drama. Here is their short play about the journey to acceptance for a trans woman.
Quel malheur. Qu'est-ce que j'ai fait pour éviter ces choses? J'ai aussi besoin d'avoir un fils qui peut faire l'honneur de ma famille. Mais tous les jours, elle se me comporte. C'est un homme, c'est une femme. Moi, je ne veux plus des choses pareilles chez moi. Je suis chrétien, je ne peux pas supporter ça. Qui est là? Oui, approchez. Bonjour, papa. Oh, voisin. Oui, papa. Bonjour. Ça va, papa? Ça ne va pas, ma chérie. Tu es en train de parler toi-même parce que ça ne va pas, voisin. Qu'est-ce que tu veux? Tu connais mon petit Julien, là, mon fils aîné? Ton petit Julien? Ah, mon fils aîné, là. Oui, je connais. Je n'arrive pas à comprendre si c'est un homme, c'est une femme. Je viens juste d'arriver, je viens du travail. Je les trouve ici chez moi, il a amené ses enfants. Si ce sont des amis, tous sont des homosexuels. Avec des perruques, des jupes, vraiment, papa, écoute, je me sens pas bien.
Toi, si ami Julien au monde, tu ne sais pas qu'il est homosexuel.
Ça veut dire quoi ça?
Ici, il s'appelle Julien, mais de haut, il s'appelle Julien.
Ah, voisin, laisse ça.
Laisse ça quoi?
Avec ma foi, je suis cadre à l'église. Ça, je ne peux pas tolérer.
Laisse tes cadres à l'église. Moi aussi, je suis un défenseur des droits humains.
Non, les droits humains, là au bureau chez vous, pas ici.
Pas au bureau, papa. Même à la maison, je dois défendre les droits des
J'ai une question. S'il était ton fils, il se comporte comme ça. Qu'est-ce que tu pourrais faire?
Il est né comme ça. Je dois le comprendre.
Non, écoute, papa. Mon fils n'est pas né comme ça. Il n'est pas né comme ça. Ce sont ses amis-là qui le transforment en femme.
Non, il est né comme ça, papa. Écoute, même s'il est homosexuel, il a droit à la vie, droit à la santé, droit à l'éducation et droit des amitiés avec ses amis.
Pas ici chez moi. Moi, je répète aux voisins, je suis cadre à l'église. Il doit se comporter comme tout autre garçon. C'est un homme, ce n'est pas une femme.
Papa, si Julien, il te prend, il part à chercher les droits humains, les gens des droits de l'homme. Papa, on doit te convoquer et il a le droit de vivre comme il est.
Oh, les voisins, on les explique pas. Si mes conseils, de quoi faire?
Tu dois lui dire seulement de changer ses comportements quand il est à la maison, de s'habiller comme d'autres personnes. Hein, c'est un conseil seulement, papa.
Ok.
Mais comme tu encadres dans l'église, tu viens chercher ton
Comme
fils,
toi, tu es
agent
des droits humains, va les chercher, ramène-lui un produit de conseil. J'accepte.
Moi, je vais les ramener.
Qu'il revienne à la maison. Ok,
il faut savoir aussi que les homosexuels ont aussi le droit de vivre.
Ok, j'accepte de
les répondre. Ok, je reviens dans quelques minutes, papa.
Oh mon Dieu. Ah, ça c'est quelle sorte de manière, mon Dieu. Tous les parents ont les enfants qui font honneur à leur famille. Mais moi, qu'est-ce que j'ai fait au Seigneur pour mériter ces choses?
Bonjour à toi, papa.
Bonjour, voisin.
J'ai revu avec ta fille, ils sont en train. My God, ce sont tes amis. Tous, ils sont des filles. Ce sont des filles.
Des filles en bas?
Oui. Ils sont nés comme ça. Okay. Ce sont des homosexuels, des gays.
Ok.
Il faut les comprendre. Des trans. Ils s'habillent comme ça parce qu'ils aiment être des filles. Ils se sentent être des filles. Toujours des filles. Je l'ai déjà prodigué des conseils de se comporter quand il est en famille, dans la communauté. Il doit se comporter comme des hommes. Mais il faut savoir que dans l'air, il se comprend comme des filles.
Ok, mon fils Julien. Je ne te discrimine pas. Je ne dirais fils partir, mon fils. Mais je te demande une chose. Ici à la maison, il faut bien te comporter. Il ne faut pas te travestir pour au moins sauvegarder la réputation de la famille. Ok, merci. Va dans ta chambre.
Merci, papa. Merci, papa.
On va se voir.
On va se voir. Bye. Bye.
And can we please get a big round of applause for the team at RSM for putting that drama together? Now, back to Kenya to learn more from SLF partner Tamba Pwani. Tamba Pwani means on the move at the coast. They were founded to support gay, bisexual, and transgender men in Kenya's Kilifi coast. In the face of ignorance and discrimination, Tamba Pwani raises awareness about their community's right to health.
As Tamba Pwani, we sensitize and create advocacy to the community through open forum discussions where we engage the community leaders, the community gatekeepers. We educate them and inform them on human rights. We empower members of the LGBTQ community through Know Your Rights campaigns, legal clinics, legal aid clinics, where we emphasize on alternative dispute resolution, reconciliation, and mediation to solve disputes. Growing up not knowing any relevant information on sexual and gender minorities, having to come out, being outed, facing stigma and discrimination are some of the issues that causes someone to lose self-esteem and self-agency. However, through training, community engagement, forums, through meeting other people with similar experiences, I have come to get empowered to the point where I can express my gender and sexuality without any fear. I can wear what I want and make decisions about my future, knowing that I have enough information to do so, and I know the consequences of it.
As the executive director at Tamba Pwani, what I'm proud of my organization is it has struggled and strived to ensure that actually the eligible people who are really suffering have to actually be realized that they exist, they belong, they're also human beings, they undergo any kind of life issues like any other person. And right now, I've been able to bring a number of people together and they're accessing healthcare services freely, without stigma, without any kind of prejudices, especially in our own space. To me, as Samia, it will be a world that actually will now recognize that everybody coexists. And for us to coexist, we have to accept each other the way we are by respecting the decisions that each and everyone has made. We should not allow the religion, we should not allow the tradition or personal values to actually separate us, because we are in a world that we need to coexist, and coexistence to me, it means a lot. Whether you are a homosexual, whether you are a trans person, whether you are straight, it should not affect any other person in any way.
Thank you, Tamba Pawani, for your incredible work. Up next in Tanzania, Huba Foundation works with marginalized women to create incomes. Here they are with a dance that rallies women to fight against all kinds of violence. Thank you, ladies, for that lovely dance, and may I say, you are all looking absolutely fabulous. We're talking a lot about our incredible partners today, and hearing from many of them as well. But are you wondering, like I am, what's it like to visit? This next video is for you, from Freedom and Rome, Uganda. Farouk is a fierce defender of the lesbian, bisexual, and queer community's human rights. Let team members of Farouk show you their wellness space.
Hi, my name is Sefka Johnny Tawari, the Executive Director of Freedom and Rome, Uganda. Welcome to our space. This is Farouk, and we provide psychosocial support to LGBTQ living with HIV. We support them with nutritious support, but also help them with transport so that they are able to get their medication. We also support mental wellness for our members, inclusive of those living with HIV. This is a wellness space where someone can come, relax, chill, read a book, or just sleep somewhere in the room. Enjoy your day. So it's quite important for us to take care of our bodies and also take care of others. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Gloria Mtiava and I'm the Programs Director of Freedom and Rome, Uganda. We are Uganda's first exclusive LGBTQ organization, and we run a project that provides care and support to LGBTQ women living with HIV. We do not only do care and support, we also make sure that the women are healthy, both in body and mind. So how are we doing the mind? We have this wellness center where people can come and relax, watch a movie, take a nap, reconnect with each other, socialize in ways that encourage them and help them continue adhering. In our effort to ensure that the rights of LGBTQ Ugandans, especially including those that are living with HIV, are protected, we make sure that they're healthy in their minds and in their bodies. Thank you.
It's great to see what it really looks like to visit one of SLF's partners. I hope you enjoyed that tour from Farouk. Also in Kenya, HIV and AIDS People Alliance works with men living with HIV. They encourage positive living while empowering men to practice safe sex, because you gotta practice safe sex. Here is Haba.
This is my body, of which I live and reside within. This is my life, one that I have a right to live. But then goes my right, hidden and taken from me. Many share our sorrows, many share our tales. With one voice, we echo our bodies, our lives, our rights.
Thank you, Hapa, for that message of support and hope for men living with HIV. There is a misconception that HIV is a thing of the past, but for LGBTIQ communities in sub-Saharan Africa, that couldn't be farther from the truth. Transgender women are at 34 times greater risk of acquiring HIV than other adult women. Gay men and men who have sex with men are at 25 times greater risk of acquiring HIV than heterosexual adult men. At the Stephen Lewis Foundation, we know that the risk of HIV will only be eliminated when we eliminate the inequalities that put these communities at risk, when people's lives are not criminalized and their human rights are not ignored. Throughout sub-Saharan Africa, the lives of LGBTIQ community members are steeped in human rights violations. In many cases, people have to make life and death decisions every day just to exist. Decisions as simple as finding work or navigating the healthcare system. Decisions that can lead to a prosecution, imprisonment, physical assault, and even death. That is why our Partners in Pride campaign is so important. The funds we raise provide resources and support for LGBTIQ people and organizations like the ones you've met tonight. Please visit www.stephenlewisfoundation.org/IDAHOBIT to make a donation today. On behalf of the Stephen Lewis Foundation, thank you for spending time with us this evening. Thank you for learning more about the important work of LGBTIQ community organizations in sub-Saharan Africa. Thank you for your support. I'm Patty Boo Boo, and have a good night.